Now, who just got the best nap? Is it the father that's worked 80 hours and just needs to rest his head on the pillow for a quick nap? Or is it that guy that just played for 8 hours straight and he's very sleepy, so he's gonna lie down for a quick moment? Or is it you that's watching this video and you're about to lie down to rest your eyes for a moment? I'm not sure what this is, but whenever you're talking with friends or someone about how much you slept and napped, it's always something they have to say about, well, I've slept longer, or wow, only that long. You don't know napping like I do. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that I stated this was a competition and we're all competing to see who slept the least. But oh well, here we are. Sleeping is beneficial. We all need it. Some days it feels so good, but other days it's aight. It's like drinking water. I mean, we all need it, and sometimes, at 3 a.m., it's so refreshing and it tastes so good. Other times, it tastes like toilet water. I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks that. But overall, like, the level of sleep satisfaction you get comes from how much sleep you relatively earned from the day's work. I'm saying relatively because you have to look at the context and time frame to understand whether this sleep will be good or not. For instance, a night worker that's just finished a 8-hour shift heading home and slouching into bed at 8 a.m. after being upright and walking around with sweat hugging his back is going to enjoy his sleep more. Why? Because simply he's tired. Now, let's compare it to some sick person that's been lying in bed all day and they're having a hard time going to sleep because the body simply doesn't need it at the moment. So how competitive is sleeping? Well, just look at how tired you are versus how your friend is, and you can determine who's going to have the better sleep. It's that simple. But sleep is more than just sleeping. Everyone wants to boast about how little they've slept and how much work they're doing with that sleep. And they're implying that this isn't even at their full capacity and they're capable of doing more given that they have enough sleep and good diet. But that's simply to give excuses as to poor performance. Now, sleeping is a good act other than it's compulsory for survival. It helps to store memories, repair the body, and energize it for tomorrow's journey. Now, there's a fine line between sleeping enough and sleeping just for the sake of being tired. We sleep because we need to, but sometimes we'll just nap for the sake of it, and there'll be no sort of value towards it. I mean, it's at that point where it's destructive to the mind because you feel groggy and you need some time to wake up. Napping is like this. It's good to a certain extent, but most times it's pretty bad for your health because you'll go to sleep after work at, say, 6 p.m. for a nap, and then you'll wake up at 11 p.m. Your day's pretty much finished, and you've done nothing. And so how does it make you feel? I mean, you won't feel any satisfied. And this is pretty much the cycle. It repeats itself. You sleep less for weeks on end and crash out to have a big sleep after a while. Everyone wants to boast about how much they work and how little they sleep. It's just a moment away from the body rejecting work and sleeping for a long time to recover. Being competitive in your sleep will affect no one's future but yours. Always be mindful when you're not sleeping enough for work, and ensure it's not just proving your ego to everyone else and more about working hard. Thanks for watching.